to add pages and subpages to your Google site, and also how to link them into previous pages. So what we're going to do is over here on the right, we have our menu, Insert Pages, Themes. When you're on Page menu, if you are on your home page, when you hit this plus button at the bottom, it automatically will add a page underneath your home page. So I'm just going to go ahead and put cover letter because that's one of the ones I need. Now, you can always change how this looks. I am going to show you this from the top just because it makes it easier for you to see. You can see that anything that is technically under the home page or is at the same level as a home page is you have them right here. Now, you can always move these around if you want to make it a different order, and that will change the order here. Now, at the home, I have actually already added I've inserted a text box onto the page, and you can do that by going here and clicking text box and adding it under. And let's just say I'm going to put this in the middle, kind of spice it or make it look a little different. I'm going to say page 1 just so I can show you a connection on it. Okay. And then, and there's that. Now, I like to do this because on the home page, it's nice to be able to go to the other pages from there instead of having to have deal with the menu or if the menu is on your left side. So what I do is I highlight the words that I want to use as a link. I can go over here to the link button, and then you'll notice that it actually pulls down the other pages for me. I want the cover letter link. I apply it, and then you'll notice it underlines it. So now whenever let me show you a preview. When I have this, if I click on cover letter, it takes me to the cover letter page. And that makes it really easy to go from one thing to another. It really cleans up your homepage and it helps you go and helps the user go through your website in a really great way. Now that you know how to do pages, let's do some sub pages real quick. So if I go over here on the right to cover letter, I'm actually going to work on adding, and let me get rid of this real quick. I was practicing it myself. Sorry about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some sub pages underneath here because let's say you have cover letter 1 and 2. Now, if I add them up here, it just kind of makes this a little bit too busy. So what we're going to do is if I click on cover letter and then the 3-dot menu comes up, I'm going to click on that and I'm going to add a sub page. And this will be cover letter number 1. And then I can add as many sub pages to cover letter as I would like. And I can do cover letter number 2. Now you will notice that at the top that now that I have added some sub pages, you'll notice that cover letter up here has a arrow and it has a menu of itself. So that's definitely something. Now, if I go back up here to cover letter, just like I did on the home page, I am going to come here and I'm going to insert a text box. I'm going to, again, make it big so you guys can see it well. And I'm going to put cover letter number 1. And then I'm going to highlight it and I'm going to make it where it's a link to cover letter number 1, to the page cover letter number 1. And that way you can reach the cover letters, the different cover letter pages from the cover letter site page. And that way it all gets taken care of. Now, since I've changed things, I need to go make sure and hit publish. And hit that publish button. And then there you go. Now, what I will say is in pages, you can actually even make, if like I am here, I can make subpages from here. I can do subpages for subpages. After a little while, though, it almost becomes too many clicks. So just keep that in mind that in order to keep it easily navigable, we need to make sure that we are keeping everything organized. And this, by doing the subpages, it does keep it organized. You just don't want to have them have like 15 clicks to get to what you want them to get to. So that is how you add pages and subpages to a Google site.